Suppose I want to display the order number and the order date of orders which are placed by event bearers. Okay. I want to display the order number and order date of event bearers. Event bearers ने कौन से ऑर्डर प्लेस किए हैं? What are the numbers of it? I think one order is O19001. डेटा में चेक करो. अरे आपके डेटा में चेक करके बताओ कि इवन बेरोस ने कितने ऑर्डर प्लेस किए एंड विच आर दे? Two orders, right? One is order 19001 and another is
19003.
3, right? So if I want to display that order numbers and order dates, then how can I do that? So see here, to get that, first thing, one way of doing it is I can join the two tables. What we need to display? Select. I need to display sales order number, comma, s dot order date from which two tables we need to use? Sales order s, and which other table we need to use? Client master. So client master. See, सेल्स ऑर्डर में से मुझे ऑर्डर नंबर और ऑर्डर डेट डिस्प्ले करना है, बट किसके ऑर्डर्स? which are placed by event bearers. Event bearers name is in which table? Client master. So I need to connect sales order with the client master, where first our join condition. What is our join condition? Where s dot client number equal to c dot client number, where we are having the related field, right? And what is my another condition? That order has to be placed by the event. So for that, what we need to do, I can use upper or lower function. Lower c dot name like event. If it's entire event barrows, you write entire event barrows. Okay. Are you getting it? Everyone. This way we have already learned, right?
मैम फिर से एक बार समझाओ।
क्या ये तो ज्वाइन किया, कल ही तो किया। मुझे सेल्स ऑर्डर में से ऑर्डर नंबर और ऑर्डर डेट चाहिए, पर किसके ऑर्डर्स चाहिए? जो ऑर्डर इवेंट ने प्लेस किए हैं। इवेंट नेम कौन से टेबल में है? क्लाइंट मास्टर में है। तो मुझे पहले क्लाइंट मास्टर और सेल्स ऑर्डर को ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा, सो दैट आई गेट ऑल द रिकॉर्ड्स with the client name, address, and whatever fields are there in the client master. From out of that joined output, I want only of the event. That's why I'm putting another condition that the name should be like event barrows. Okay, so this we have already done, that you can join two tables, find the records which you want, and it will display the desired one. Fine. Now the main thing is, but I don't want to use join. Then what is the alternative of doing it? So the alternative of doing it is I can use a subquery. Now how to use a subquery? अगर मैंने आपको डेटा में ढूंढने के लिए बोला कि भाई आप ढूंढो इवन बेरोज ने कितने ऑर्डर प्लेस किया, आपने सबसे पहला काम क्या किया? व्हाट यू डिड? What you did to find out that which orders were placed by even bearers? Bata, what you did to find out that which orders are placed by even bearers? Anybody? बोलोगे नहीं तो पता कैसे चलेगा? आप लोगों ने मुझे बताया ना कि ऑर्डर 19001 और 19003 है. How you came to know about that? टेबल देखा. कौन सा टेबल पहले देखा आपने? क्लाइंट मास्टर. व्हाट यू सर्च्ड इन क्लाइंट मास्टर?
Even Beirut.
इवन बेरोस. जहाँ इवन बेरोस मिला फिर आपने क्या किया? व्हाट नेक्स्ट थिंग यू डिड इन इट?
Client number.
You searched the client number. Why you search the client number?
To get his order.
To get his orders, because in the order table we have only the client number, we don't have the client name. अगर order table में client का name होता, then do we need to search the client master table?
No.
No. अगर client का नाम order table में होता, then I don't need to search at all because it was already there in the order table. But as it is not in the order table, we need to search it. So we are searching it in the client master. हमने even bearers का नाम ढूंढा. सामने हमने क्या ढूंढा? We search the client number. उसका equivalent number कौन सा है? So what is the number of even bearers? C00001. I think C 4 times 0 and 1. Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine. Now what we did, we searched all the records in the order table where the client number is C001. आप चाहते तो मैन्युअली जाके ढूंढ के सीधा क्वेरी में मैं ऐसा लिखूं तो इट्स वन एंड द सेम ना. इफ आई राइट हियर समथिंग लाइक दिस, सिलेक्ट ऑर्डर नंबर comma order date from sales order where client number like C00001. Will I get the correct answer if I write this query? Yes, right? Because the even Barrow's client number is C00001. But is this correct if I need to go and manually check? If I need to work, then what's the use of DBMS software? अगर मुझे खुद ही, suppose I have a client master file with thousands of records, and if I need to go and search it manually, what is the number of even bare rows? Will it be easier task or it will be a tedious task? अगर मैन्युअली सर्च करना है तो एरर के चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं. इट विल टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम. So why not the software do it for us? And SQL provides you a method that it will fetch this number for you. वो आपके लिए ये नंबर ले आएगा. What you need to do is, in your where condition, instead of giving the value on your own, what I can write here is where client number equal to, and I will write a subquery. What query I will write? That select client number, but now from which table? From, wait, select client number from client master where name like even. Now what this query will do? So first thing, as I said, the inner query is executed first. पहले कौन सा query execute होगा? Inner query. Inner query में हमने क्या लिखा है? That get the client number from client master when name is like even. So what output this query will give you?
C0001.
C. What was my query? Select client number from client master where name like even. Now this inner query will give me the output C0001 or C0001, whatever it is. So instead of this query, now it will get replaced by this value जो हमने लिखा था. We have written the same thing. Yes or no? हमने यही
Yes.
लिखा. We have this value. But now this value, we are not fetching it. Who is fetching it for you? By the inner query. We said that first you go and search it in the client master, find the client number whose name is even. Once we get this client number, we are comparing it with the outer query. Now, how this outer queries work? Okay, let me show you. Now see this very carefully. Yeah? I'm not going to repeat it. Everyone, let's take some records. Let's have our student table. We have roll number, name. Okay, suppose roll number 1, name is A. Roll number 2, name is B. Roll number 3, name is C. Okay. Now let's have result table. Result table have roll number, subject number, and marks. Roll number 1, subject 1, marks. Roll number 1, subject 2, marks. Roll number 1, subject 3, marks. Roll number 2, subject 1, marks. Roll number 2, subject 2, marks. Okay, suppose this is our data. Now, suppose I want to display the marks of student B. Okay. What are the marks that student B got? Which are the marks that student B got?
45 and 12.
45 and 12. Now what you did, first we found the roll number of B, that is 2. Then we went here and we searched. Roll number 2 is getting which marks? That is 45 and 12, right? Now to get this done, one way of doing it is I will write select marks from result where roll number equal to 2. Correct? But the query which is asked to you is find the marks obtained by B. They have not said that B number is 2. ऐसा बोला है क्वेश्चन में कहीं पे कि रोल नंबर 2 के मार्क्स लेके आओ? The question is find the marks obtained by B, student B. So B is the name. They have not mentioned the roll number. So if it is not mentioned, we are not going to manually search it. हम क्यों search करें? We are not going to do it. So who will do that? So we'll write here a subquery. What query will write here? That you find the roll number whose name is B. What is the query to find that? Select roll number from name कौन से टेबल में है?
Student.
Student. So we'll select the roll number from student where name like. Okay. So now first inner query is executed. When this query is executed, what it will do? Select roll number from student where name like B. What is the output of that query? Select roll
2.
number. Yes. So it will display 2, right? This is the output. It's not going to display it because it's an inner query. Remember this thing, inner query output is never displayed. Screen पे किसका output आता है? Always the outer query. Inner queries output work as a input for a outer query. They are not shown on the screen. So this entire, you can consider that this entire subquery get replaced by the value 2 because 2 is the output of that query. That is what it do actually. Okay. So now this is the output 2 of the query, inner query. Now how it works with the outer query. So what it do, it take the first record of the outer query and check the condition. So what is the outer query first record? Roll number 1, subject 1, marks 70. Now it checks the condition. Is roll number equal to 2?
No.
No.
No. So that will not be displayed. क्योंकि आउटपुट किसका डिस्प्ले होगा? हुज रोल नंबर इज इक्वल टू 2 बिकॉज अवर इनर क्वेरी आउटपुट इज 2. अगर आपका इनर क्वेरी का आउटपुट और कुछ होता तो वो उससे कंपेयर करेगा. अभी हमारे इनर क्वेरी का आउटपुट क्या है? 2 है. तो वो पहला रिकॉर्ड लेगा आउटर क्वेरी का. आउटर क्वेरी में हमने क्या लिखा है कि फ्रॉम द रिजल्ट टेबल. सो इट विल टेक द फर्स्ट रिकॉर्ड ऑफ द रिजल्ट टेबल एंड इट विल चेक द कंडीशन. So first record is roll number 1, subject number 1 and marks are 70. Is your roll number equal to 2? No. Is your roll number of the first record equal to 2?
No.
No. So it will not display that. Now it will move on to the second record of the outer. Now it will again check the condition. Is roll number equal to 2?
No.
No. So that will also be not displayed. It will move to the third one. Is roll number equal to 2?
No.
No. So still not going to display. It will move to the next record. Is roll number equal to 2?
Yes.
Yes. So now my condition is true. So it will display what? Only marks because we have written marks. So in my output, it will display what? 45. Then it will move on to the next record. And it will again check. Is roll number equal to 2? Yes.
Yes.
So again, it will display the marks. So always remember, inner query is executed first. Its output is considered as an input for the outer query. Outer query, every record is matched with the inner query output, depending on what condition you have written. But for outer query, all the records inner query output is used. So if in my outer query I have 10 records, inner query output will be used 10 times. Individually, differently. For each and every record, inner query output will be given differently. Okay, will be used. Are you getting it, everyone?
Yes.
How the subqueries work? किसी को कुछ भी नहीं समझ में आया है तो पूछो. How the subqueries work. Inner query is executed first for each and every outer query record. Inner query output is used separately. Okay. तो अगर आउटर क्वेरी में 10 रिकॉर्ड्स है तो इनर क्वेरी का आउटपुट वो 10 के साथ कंपेयर किया जाएगा डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर कंडीशन. क्लियर अप टू दिस एवरीवन? Okay.
Yes.
Now suppose, okay, write a question. Display student name who is getting highest marks. Display student name who is getting highest marks. Or display roll number of a student who is getting highest marks. चलो पहले roll number से करते हैं. Highest.
Please question.
Display the roll number of a student who is getting highest marks. Display the roll numbers of student who is getting highest marks. Written the question. Now, which are the highest marks in this? 80. Can we display its roll number directly using our normal select query? Can I write a query like this? Select roll number, comma, max marks from result. Is this possible?
Yes.
Yes. Everyone, is this possible?
Yes.
Everyone is saying yes. ये किसी का आंसर नो भी है?
No. Aggregate functions.
Yes. No, you can't. Why we can't do it like this? Because with aggregate function, we cannot display any other field. If you want to display that field, you will have to do the grouping on that field. And if I do the grouping, it will show me roll number wise maximum marks. If I want to display roll number, what I need to do? Group by roll number. And if I do it like this, what will be the output? Roll number 1, highest marks are 80. Roll number 2, highest marks are 45. But this is not the maximum marks in my result table, right? This is student-wise maximum. Right now, I have not asked you student-wise maximum marks. What we are talking about? We are talking about maximum marks and who is getting that maximum marks. So I can't write directly like this. This is not allowed because with aggregate function, we cannot display any other field value. So now what will we do? So what we can do is I want to display a roll number that is in the result table. Okay. Now, where marks equal to select max marks from result. When I write a subquery like this, what it will do? First, the inner query will get executed. Yes or no? In the subqueries, always the inner query is executed first. Fine. So what is our inner query?
Finding the maximum.
Finding the maximum. So what will be the output of that inner query?
80.
80.
80. So this inner query will have output as 80. Now what it will do? It will start with the outer query. It will take records from the result table. So here it will start with the first record. And what it is checking? Is marks equal to what? What is our condition over here? Where marks equal to 80. Why 80? Because our inner query output is 80. So here it will take up the first record. First record, the marks are 70. Is 70 equal to 80?
No.
No. So it will not display the roll number. Again, it will check. Is 54 equal to 80?
No.
No. So it will not display one. It will check again. Is 80 equal to 80?
Yes.
Yes. So now in the output, we are displaying what? Roll number. So it will display what? Roll number. And in the output, it will display 1. Then it will move further. Is marks equal to 80? Is 45
No.
equal to 80? No. Is 12 equal to 80? No. So in our output, it will display only roll number 1. Suppose here there was one more record and the third roll number is also having the marks 80. Now highest marks are 80. So even if third roll number is also getting, it will display roll number 3 also. Whoever is getting the maximum marks, he will display the roll number of that particular student. Now suppose it might happen that student 1 is getting 80 marks 2 times. Then it will display roll number 1 2 times. So in the output, it will display 1, 1 and 3, which is wrong. So here I can use distinct roll number. रोल नंबर 1 को 80 मिला है, फाइन, सो ही इज गेटिंग द हाईएस्ट. एक बार पता चल गया तो दूसरी बार दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है. आर यू गेटिंग इट?
Yes.
काफी लोगों को नहीं आया. If we don't use distinct, जितनी बार 80 repeat हो रहा है, that many times that roll numbers will be displayed because the highest marks are 80. Okay. So if we don't want that, we can use the distinct clause. Distinct एक बार समझ में नहीं आया, कोई बात नहीं. The main thing to understand is how the subqueries work. Right now we are writing a subquery in a where clause. That's why it is known as where subqueries. We are writing a subquery with inside the where clause. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Okay. Now suppose I want to display the marks of math subject. Marks of maths subject. Subject table में भी records subject number and name. Subject number 1 name maths, 2 English, 3 Hindi. Okay. So suppose we want to display the marks obtained in subject maths. Then what should be my query? चलो लिखो जल्दी से. Question is find the marks obtained in subject maths. Find the marks obtained in subject maths. चलो कौन बताएगा क्या लिखे? कौन कौन से मार्क्स आएंगे मैथ्स के? What should be my output?
70, 45, and 80.
70, 45 and 80, right? This should be my output. Now what should we write? We can display the roll numbers also who got this mark so that it is more understandable. Roll number 1 is getting 70. Roll number 2 is getting 45 and 3 is getting 80. Right? Now how to write this query? डिस्प्ले किसका डेटा करना है? कौन से टेबल का?
Result.
Result. So result has to be in my outer query. So select roll number, comma, marks. From which table? Result. What should be my condition? Where subject number equal to, I need to find the subject number, select subject number from subject where name like maths. So what it will do, it will find first execute this inner query that select the subject number from the subject table where the name is like maths. Okay. So we'll get the subject number as 1. So this query will get replaced by the value 1. Correct? Because the output of this query is 1. Now it will start with the outer query records. It will see is subject number equal to 1? Yes. So it will display roll number 1 and mark 70. Then it will move to the second record. Is subject number 1? No. Then it will move to the third record. Is subject number 1? No. It will move further. Is subject number 1? Yes. So it will display you roll number 2 and 45. It will move to the next record. Is subject number 1? No. Again further. Is subject number 1? Yes. So roll number 3 and 80.